Law enforcement officers from several East Alabama departments are looking this evening for an escaped prisoner.
A local city government may soon vote on a new zoning map, and dog owners from around the country come to East Alabama to face a challenging obstacle course.
Weather for the remainder of this week and the Memorial Day weekend. Forecast is coming up.
Coming up in sports, more All-State players have been announced in soccer. Also, North-South All-Star Game selections were made yesterday. We have more on both of these in just a minute as EAN Local News starts now.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Waldrop Manufacturing, metal buildings made right here in Calhoun County.
Hello, we're glad you could join us. I'm Katie Edwards.
And I'm Mike Stedham.
Multiple law enforcement agencies are searching in the Micaville community this evening for an escapee who was reportedly seen in the area. Cleburne County Sheriff John Daniel identifies the suspect as 26-year-old Joshua Matthew Pinkard, who escaped from a Talladega County rehabilitation facility earlier in the week. He's described as 5'9", weighing 140 pounds, and was last seen wearing blue or green shorts, white shoes, and no shirt. The sheriff says Pinkard faces an outstanding warrant for escape, and further charges are expected to be filed. Anyone who sees this suspect is asked to call 911 or the Cleburne County Dispatch Office at 256-463-8911.
Only one person spoke Tuesday night at a public hearing on Anniston's proposed revision of its city zoning plan. Julie Moss, the director of the McClellan Development Authority, said she was disappointed by what she called the City Council's refusal to meet with authority members to discuss the zoning of the McClellan property. The MDA was created to promote the development of the former military base, but that arrangement is being reviewed by a task force, including members of the Anniston City Council, the Calhoun County Commission, and the state legislature. The Anniston zoning ordinance is expected to be considered by the council next month. At a recent public hearing, several city residents expressed concern about the kinds of services that would be allowed to operate in the city's central business district, while others spoke in support of such businesses as tattoo parlors.
When we return, a local obstacle course has gone to the dogs.
For metal buildings in Alabama and the Southeast, Waldrop Manufacturing is your one-stop source. A Waldrop metal building provides the coverage and protection your investments need. They specialize in carports, RV covers, portable buildings, and storage buildings. Stop paying rent for storage. With Waldrop's price per foot, you can actually save money by buying straight from the manufacturer. Waldrop buildings are guaranteed because Waldrop manufactures buildings with U.S. steel right here in Calhoun County. Waldrop Manufacturing, serving the entire Southeast. Give them a call today. This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Oxford Lumber. Come visit any of our locations in Oxford, Jacksonville, Talladega, and Roanoke.
Dog owners from 28 states traveled to Anniston this past weekend to take part in the One World Canine Obstacle Run at McClellan. Those dogs and their owners navigated more than 30 obstacles across challenging terrain, including natural and man-made hurdles, dense woodlands, dirt, sand, and water. The 4-mile challenge took place on the 200-acre One World Pet Resort in Anniston, and it featured a diverse range of participants, including civilian dog owners, search and rescue dog teams, military working dog teams, and police dog teams. The Calhoun County Animal Control staff also participated using the name Team Pound Puppy, showcasing dogs who are available for adoption. One World owner Paul Hammond told the Calhoun Journal that the event featured participants from all age groups 7 to 77, young and old, including 79 competitors between 55 and 64 years old and 23 competitors between 65 and 77 years old. He added that the obstacle run was designed to bring all areas of the canine community together for a challenging weekend and what he called the ultimate canine bonding experience.
When we come back, a local graduation ceremony will be relocated this week because of a construction project.
For over 60 years, Oxford Lumber has been servicing our area, and our customer service has always been our main focus. Our customer service is what sets us apart from anyone else. From the moment you enter, our highly trained staff will treat you like family.
To enthusiastically provide total customer satisfaction within a positive and self-fulfilling employee relations environment. Visit us at any of our 4 locations or at oxfordlumber.com.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by WM Grocery, located in Heflin, Wadowee, Roanoke, and in Piedmont.
Thursday night's graduation ceremony for Anniston High School has been moved to Pete Matthews Coliseum in Jacksonville. Principal Philip Posey says the decision to relocate the ceremony was based on safety concerns related to heavy machinery being used to renovate Anniston's Lott Mosby Memorial Stadium, where the program had been scheduled to take place. Graduation is now set to begin at 7 p.m. Thursday in the JSU Coliseum, and Posey says candidates for graduation are asked to arrive at the Coliseum by 6 p.m. and line up near the soccer field on the west side of the Coliseum. There will be no limit on the number of guests each graduate can bring to the ceremony, but balloons and graffiti devices will not be permitted inside the Coliseum. But thankfully, air conditioning is inside the Coliseum.
That's nice. And a roof just in case it might rain or do something like that.
That's exactly right. And Kevin Anderson joins us now in the EAN Weather Center. He continues to do a great job filling in for John Holder. He's going to tell us what those graduates can expect. Kevin?
Okay, the outdoor graduation ceremonies for Thursday should be free of rain, but Friday might be a different story. The full forecast is coming up.
Spring into freshness at WM. Celebrate the season with our bountiful selection of farm fresh produce. From juicy berries to crisp greens, taste the flavors of spring at WM. Visit us today and let the freshness bloom in every bite.
Another hot and humid Wednesday. That will be the trend for the rest of the week into the Memorial Day weekend. But let's recap this morning. 61 degrees, our overnight low. And look at this, a nice 41 again. And that's back in 2019. That's right where we should be, though, as far as the average low for these evening temperatures, 61 degrees, 60. And again, we are increasing our sunlight by 30 seconds every day, getting closer to the first day of summer. Weather on your street for tonight, we're going to have a few clouds into the region and a little warmer than yesterday. Last evening, 61, tonight, 67 degrees, and that's the weather for Mountain Street in Jacksonville. Waking up tomorrow, though, another day of a mix of sun and clouds. We're back up into the upper 80s with partly sunny conditions. That's your Friendship Road forecast in Oxford, Alabama. We take a step back and look at the full 7-day outlook. And again, another day of no rain for Thursday. Friday morning, though, you may hear a few rolls of thunder in your area as we get into the wee hours of Friday. And then showers will taper off around lunch. And then here we go again, some isolated pop-up thunderstorms for Friday afternoon. That'll be the case again for Saturday, intensifying a little bit for Saturday evening with a little more widespread showers. And then we get into the Memorial Day weekend, full-blown showers. The chance of rain has decreased somewhat from 60 to 40% on your Memorial Day. And then look at this, it's about the same for Tuesday. And then Wednesday, we see the rain move out of the area. All right, coming up in sports, Namath has got the All-State Guys Soccer Report.
The state yesterday announced the boys All-State players, so we have the up-to-date list on boys and girls from East Alabama who have made the All-State soccer teams. Let's start with Class 1A through 3A and take a look at the boys. This is first team All-State for Classes 1A through 3A boys. Making All-State was Aiden Cornut from Glencoe, who, by the way, broke a state record earlier this year for the longest goal in the state of Alabama to ever be made in a game. Also making first team in 1A through 3A boys was Bruce Downey of Donahoe, the Falcons. They made the playoffs before falling to Westminster Oak Mountain. Also joining Aiden from Glencoe is Connor Montgomery, who made first team All-State for boys soccer. Looking at the All-State second team. In Class 1A through 3A boys, second team All-State is Sam Johnson from Donahoe, the Falcons. Also Adam Salame from Donahoe, also making first team All-State. Also from the Falcons, Trey Alexander. So you have Sam, Adam, and Trey, 3 Donahoe Falcons making the second team All-State. And then Robert Edgar from Glencoe made second team boys All-State for classes 1A through 3A. Looking at the girls, we mentioned it yesterday, but we're just going to show you one more time in case you forgot. How about Miss Erin Turley? She is now the state record holder for assists in a career with 115. The previous record was held by someone from Calera. So Erin Turley made first team All-State 1A through 3A. Anna Kate Wallace, who's only a junior, will be back for the Falcons next year. She made All-State first team. Sam Wakefield will also be back next year for the Falcons. She made first team All-State. And then senior Rory Catherine Parks also made first team. That is your Class 1A through 3A girls All-State first team. Let's move to Class 4A and look at the boys. First team from our area, 2 players from Westbrook Christian, J.D. Burnt and Ethan Daffron. Both of these players from Westbrook Christian make All-State for the boys in Class 4A. Looking at second team in 4A, how about this? Noah Morgan from Cleveland County High School made second team All-State for the Cleveland County Tigers. Noah had a great career for the Tigers. He will certainly be missed. So that is your Class 4A boys. Looking at your girls for Class 4A, the Jacksonville Golden Eagles were 1 win away from making the Final Four, and it's because of these 4 ladies right here. Lexi Page, who's only an 8th grader, made first team All-State as an 8th grader. Emerson Weaver made first team All-State as an 8th grader. That's 2 8th graders. Also making first team All-State was Sarah Sloffy, and also making first team All-State from Jacksonville was Emma Easterling. Those are your 4 Jacksonville Golden Eagles that made first team All-State in Class 4A girls. The North-South All-Star Game will be this summer. It's rising juniors who will be seniors that play in the All-Star Games. We had 2 local soccer players make the North-South All-Star roster. Let's take a look at those 2 players. Sam Wakefield from the Donahoe Falcons will be representing the North squad as she will play representing Donahoe. And also that is Emma Easterling from the Jacksonville Golden Eagles. By the way, that picture of Emma is by Tucker Webb of the Anniston Star. But you see Sam Wakefield and Emma right there. Both of these players right here from Calhoun County will be representing our county and be representing the North in the North-South All-Star Soccer Game that will take place this summer. Just like soccer, we also had a couple selections for baseball in terms of the North-South All-Star Game. So let's take a look at the 2 East Alabama players that will be playing in the baseball North-South All-Star Game. Right here you see Brody Holmesley of the Piedmont Bulldogs. He is a pitcher for the Bulldogs. He will be representing the North team during the North-South All-Star Game. This picture was from the Piedmont High School social media page. And also joining Brody Holmesley on the North squad is Nick Richardson of Oxford. Nick Richardson of the Yellow Jackets will also play. He's a South Alabama commit. And that picture was from Oxford's Twitter page. So you see Nick Richardson of Oxford and Brody Holmesley of Piedmont. Both of those players will be representing the North team and East Alabama in the North-South All-Star Game this summer. That's it for EAN Local Sports. Let's go back over to Mike and Katie.
Thanks for the update, Namath, and thank you for watching today.
You can find us here every weeknight on Facebook and YouTube and on a variety of sites, including our website, the Calhoun Journal, and on Newsbreak. Just go to the platform of your choice and watch our news, sports, and weather coverage whenever it's convenient for you.
We'll see you back here Thursday for your news on your schedule.